Good morning and welcome to Austin, Texas. We are here for the LPS cricket tournament in Austin, Texas for 2025. This is day 2 and we already have the two teams out in the middle. This game is Waltham Tigers versus the PTB Metroplex. Two batters out there in the middle, Navin Patel and Ravi Patel. And Navin is taking guard currently. Just another round of games here in Austin at the LPCL facility. We're bringing you this coverage on the ground one as we are ready to get underway. It's going to be Navin to take strike. Opening bowler Sumit Patel. Just confirmed that with the scorers. He has the ball in hand. The umpires has signaled it's time to go. I'll give you the team for the Waltham Tigers. Navin Patel, Ravi Patel, Mayank Senior Patel, Ashok, Zinal. Here comes the first delivery. It's hit back past the bowler, not getting the timing at all. Starting today's rounds of games earlier, 1 hour earlier than day 1. Continue with the lineup for the Tigers. Zinal Patel, Ayan, Henny, Darshan, Neil, Sankit and Diral. This is Navin facing up here. Oh, it's a good delivery. It's going past the top of off. As you mentioned, Sunil Patel with the ball in hand for PTB Metroplex. And they're 11 for today. Himanshu at the top of the order. This is pulled into the leg side. Wasn't comfortable at all playing that delivery. Was Navin. Got big on him. Hurried the batsman. Just skidding off the turf as well. Oh, it's a peach of a delivery there. Returning to the top of off. Just climbing. A bit of extra bounce here from Sumit. Oh, it's another excellent delivery there. He's getting some bounce here. No runs on the board just yet. Oh, there's pace on the delivery. He's backing away. And they come back for 2. The end of the first over, runs on the board and 2 runs for the loss of no wicket. First over done. Power play 6 overs, remind you, T20 match. And the lineup for the PTB Metroplex: Himanshu, Vinay, Harsh, Rinkesh, Tani, Harsh Navsari, Sri Himant Kumar Hardik. Two Hardiks in the lineup today. Sumit Patel, who bowled the first over, as well as Parin Patel, make up the 11 for PTB Metroplex. Ravi Patel facing up. Started the second over. The umpire, he thought about it for a while and eventually signaled a wide. This one off the outside edge. So despite the early morning start, it races across the boundary. Ravi Patel is off with a 4. Just have a look at it here again. And he's full and wide outside the Austin, playing through the line, coming off the outer face of the bat, and raced along into the boundary. So 7 without loss. It's going to be signaled wide here, very wide indeed. It's an easy decision for the umpire. No slip in place. There's a backward point, cover and mid off, and a long on, mid wicket and square leg. And this one is played in the direction of square leg. It's to his right. He's going to have to give chase. There's a deep mid wicket who's trying to come around to save it, but he can't save the boundary. And another boundary here takes the score on to 13. And some loose bowling here. Can't quite get the control. Overcorrected after the wide on the offside. Couple of wides on the offside, and this time he's into the pads. And the man at square leg is in front of square and the deep mid wicket for that type of delivery, and Ravi was able to get it behind square. So 2 4s to him. Was a good delivery. He needs to be more consistent in that area, Parin. That's the line. Got a little bit of seam back in there, as you could see. Needs to try and finish off the over in that same spot. He's looking to do it again, but it's angled into the pads, and again it's gone fine. This time square leg is going to cut it off. And a couple to the total. And just as a caution, just to be cautious, he's getting that ball to jag it, and he's going to bowl that straight line. You want to have your man backward behind square. And overcorrecting again. And this one is slapped to cover, extra cover, and straight to him, and he puts the chance down. Hit in the air. It was one to put away. He could have gone over the top or hit it on the ground, and he went neither, but lives to survive another day. So a loose shot there from Ravi. Yeah, this one is hit in the air. Square leg is coming around. It's high up in the air, and he puts it down. So 2 catches put down already in this second over of play. Trying to pull it. There's off the top edge, and couldn't. He did well to get into position, and he was spinning around trying to decipher if it was going to go over his shoulder or over his head, and got to the ball, got under it, and it went straight through his hands. 15 without loss. Ravi, 2 chances, 2 opportunities. He's on 11, and you have to be wary of these bowlers. Parry, he bowled a few loose deliveries, some wide deliveries, and some balls that could have been put away. And if you're not on top of your game and you don't quite time it, even those bad deliveries can get you out. Seems as though he tried his best to get out in that over, Ravi, but he's still there. So that was a 9-ball over. 3 wides in it. Not to mention the 2 boundaries. In stark contrast to Sumit, who's been very tight on a middle and off line. Yeah, just there. And he's getting some bounce as well. So he's using the new ball well. It's a hard surface out there. And using the pitch as well. It's just fractionally short of a length. Just about that 8-meter mark. So the batsman is trying to play it off the back foot, but with the additional bounce he's getting with this new ball on the hard surface, the batsman is not quite backing across to get in line. And this one is on the body. And the wicketkeeper is giving chase as well, a square leg. And I'm not sure either one of them will catch it. It goes into the boundary for 4. And this is going to be signal runs as well. It's a badly lined delivery into the pads, into the body. And just helping it around the corner. There's no fine leg in place. And 4 runs to the total. 20 without loss. So Ravi is just dealing in boundaries here. It's 20 without loss. Scores should update soon. On his edging to first slip, and he puts it down. Another chance. It's the 3rd catch that has gone down now. Straight to Himanshu at first slip. And comfortable height as well. He's wringing his right hand. This is a much better shot, but it was more on his body line and got on top of it. Got on top of the bounce. The one fractionally outside the off stump, he's not getting across. He's dabbing it down. There is a 3rd man in place. So Ravi scoring quickly here. He's now on to 16. 21 without loss. Navin, who's on 2. He faced much of the first over from Sumit. Just got off the mark with 2. Hasn't faced a ball from the other end. He pitches up this delivery this time. He's leaving alone just to complete the over. Good sensible batting there from Navin, knowing there's 1 ball to come. And he didn't want to have anything to do with it. Left it alone. Did not interfere. It's outside the off stump. That first slip in place. So 21 without loss after 3 overs. Parrin starts again. It's wide outside the off stump. He's lifting it over the man at extra cover on this occasion. Protection out at deep extra cover. So just one run to Ravi. He tried to do that in the last over, to play that shot, and he only hit it straight to extra cover, who put the catch down. Keeper up to the stump. It's a good delivery here. Just getting that seam to wobble. So he looks a better bowler when he puts that ball on middle and off. Went down the leg side into the pads, but outside the off stump he's just too wide. This one is lofted in the air. Man out there deep mid-wicket, pedaling back, but he gets all of it. And that goes all the way into the boundary. It's the first 6 of the innings. And Ravi looking better and better out there. He's been put down twice. The first one was a pretty straightforward catch to extra cover. Look at this here. Launches it into the onside. And the man there just stepping back at mid-wicket, but it's over his head. Played that shot into the wind as well. 29 now. Four on the onside. Three boundaries to Ravi. Navin is spooning this one in the air. Cover is backpedaling, settling under it, and takes the catch. So the first wicket falls here. Ground one. Trying to go under it, trying to score quickly was Navin. So despite hitting the first 6, he was looking to get going and got a ball on his body. Put it over mid-wicket for 6, then trying to go over covers and only skied it up in the air. So he's gone for 8. Ravi not out on 17. Also hit a couple balls in the air and was dropped. 3, in fact, there was a chance as well to first slip. So Waltham Tigers 29 for 1. One delivery to come in the 4th over. And that would complete 4 overs of power play. So Parrin eventually gets a wicket. So he's conceded 22 runs. He's gone for some boundaries. And I did mention the last over. You have to be wary of these bowlers that give you a couple bad deliveries while they're trying to settle down. And sometimes those bad deliveries can get your wicket if you're not fully in control. New batsman out in the middle, Aryan. Keeper is up to the stumps. The end of the over, successful over. So despite being struck for a 6, picked up the wicket of Navin. 29 for 1 after 4. So a bit of deliberation out there in the middle. They're contemplating. Sumit has bowled 2 overs, none for 7. So they were just having a short discussion, a little bit of a meeting to determine should he bowl another over. Substitute fielder played in the last game, Jignesh. He steps onto the field. Looks like Himanshu, who's come off for a bit. Did have some difficulty with a 50 yesterday and pulled up in the outfield with a bit of cramp in the hamstring. It's a nice delivery again from Sumit. He's bowled that line and length consistently, troubling the batsman. Ravi outside that off stump. He's not been getting across to try and cover the line of the delivery. Yeah, not for the first time. Sumit has just 1 or 2 deliveries every over. He's bowled the ball into the body. He's trying to start it. He's trying to get that outside edge, and he realizes that Ravi's not getting across to the delivery. So the ball's pitching on middle and off and just a touch leaving him. He's not getting across, and that slip in place. He already got an outside edge when he got a little bit closer to that man Himanshu, who's off the field now, just taping up that injured finger on the right hand, the index finger. Jignesh has taken his spot at first slip. It's pitched up delivery, but that's the line he's been bowling. That's the line the field is set for. But just on a couple occasions to Ravi, he's trying to go a little closer to him and goes on about a middle stump line and into the body or middle and leg line, and Ravi was able to get him around the corner a couple of times, one of which went for 4. Yeah, that's that type of delivery I'm speaking about. Every now and again goes into the body, and a chase at fine leg. Just for a moment there, not sure who would have won that chase, and the fielder wins it in the end. No, I think the ball gave up. And just a couple now to Ravi. So every time he's into that body line, Ravi's just looking to work him away on the onside. The man at square leg, backward square leg. I just wonder if you want to make that change and just put him in a short fine leg position, but it's just 2 on the onside, so he's covering a lot of ground. And this one dabbed down to third man. It's a chase on in the outfield. It's very fast and good work out there, limiting them to 2 to get around and make the stop. Good work there, chasing around, hustling in the outfield. Gets the throw on the way. That could have easily been turned into 3. And he's gone a bit wider. Jignesh from first slip just telling him to stay a little bit wider to your right. Yeah, and it's in the air and it's put down again at cover. Good delivery there, just pushing forward, but the pace of the delivery onto the bat, and it carried all the way straight to the man at cover. And I believe it's the same gentleman that put down the catch off of Parin a couple overs ago. The over comes to an end. There you see he's being consoled. And he's wringing that right hand. It's a bit of more pain from the pride than physical. The over comes to an end, 33 for 1. And Ravi is on 21. And Aryan yet to score. 5 overs gone, so 1 over to come in the power play. Aryan has just faced a 1 delivery. And finished off the over. He faced that 1 delivery from Parin. And he is withdrawn from the attack, despite having taken a wicket. But he has conceded 22 in his 2. Interesting, we see captains as well. It's the final over power play. They bring a specialist bowler. Waltham Tigers 33 for 1. So Vinay Patel is the new bowler. The bowl is crucial over power play. Just checking his run up before he actually delivers. Ravi on 21. 3 4s. Better delay here. The umpire just looking at that stump there. It's a bit lower as well. It's not quite square, but they have had issues with that spot yesterday when the stumps were uprooted, just to secure it properly in position. It's a good start here from Vinay. He's backing away, stepping across and scooping it over the wicketkeeper, exposing all of the stumps. It goes all the way down. In fact, he took a lot of pace off of it when he did get that shovel scoop shot. And just slowing up there, you could see in the outfield. A better shot here. Very adventurous is iron. First a scoop, and this time traditional shot through the covers. This is the final over of power play in this T20 game. First game of the morning, 9 a.m. start here in Austin, Texas. And Waltham Tigers straight to the field on this occasion. Not too bad a start, 35 for 1. Keeper just knocks it down with one glove. Luckily, got a hand onto that. There's nobody backing up at fine leg. It's just a backward square. It's short outside the Austin. He's pulling on the onside, and the catch is taken at mid-on. So Ravi has he's gone. Hitting that one in the air. It was wide outside the Austin. We got a toe end of the bat, so he couldn't get any power on the shot. It would have been better served to hit it through the offside, but he was already in the early position to pull it, and I think he made up his mind before that ball was bowled that anything short he was going to try and pull it. It got the toe end of the BDM and hit it straight to mid-on. A simple catch. And the meanwhile, Himanshi is returning with that injured right finger. He just went off the field to get it wrapped up. So Ravi Patel goes for 21. 3 4s. So he already hit 2 balls in the air and was put down. In fact, he hit 3 in the air. 2 put down at cover and 1 at square leg. They lose their second wicket and it falling in the power play. So not too bad going from PTB Metroplex. Scored 238 yesterday in their first game. So Vinay picked up a wicket in his first over. Oh, that looked a bit harsh there. Not sure how wide that was. Umpire's in the best position, of course. Look at this again. How wide was that? Stabbing down behind, backward point, and he gave up the chase early, and he was called on to give chase, and chase he did, but he couldn't catch up with that. It's gone into the boundary for 4. So Vinay, having bowled a good first 5 deliveries, picked up a wicket, and now concedes a boundary of the final delivery of his over, final delivery of the power play over. So what was shaping up to be a good over, he's conceded 9 runs, but an important breakthrough to get the wicket of Ravi. He was gone for 21. So after the power play, 6 overs, Waltham Tigers are 42 for 2. Waltham Tigers won the toss and electing to bat first. Power play is completed. There's going to be a bowling change here. So Summit was given the additional 3rd over. And 11 runs. Produced an outside edge, and it was dropped at first slip. Himanshi, the man, injuring his finger with the attempt. Left the field, got some strapping on it. It's back out there now. So Rinkish, 3 wickets yesterday. Into the attack, a change of ends for him, the leg spinner. Had a good game yesterday. That win for PTB Metro. He dabs it down. It's gone past backward point. It's travelling close to the boundary. The sweeper is coming around, and he's able to retrieve. Good work out there in the deep. Tigers lost their league game yesterday against Atlanta Tigers. So they're looking to put that right here today, their second game. PTB Metro defeated Ultra 11 yesterday. Himanshu got to 94 and Tani to 70. Well flighted delivery. 3 for 25 Rinkesh took yesterday. Hardik Patel got 3 wickets as well for 24 in that victory over Ultra. Well flighted delivery, sweeping it out to the man set. The deep mid-wicket boundary. Generous flight, he's sweeping it from outside the off stump. pinch a single here. Three wickets for 25 yesterday. Rinkish, and completing his first over on second day, day 2, 47 for 2 after 7. So immediately after the power play, taking the opportunity to bring on one of their main wicket takers, the leg spinner. He was introduced later yesterday against Ultra, but today he's right on after the power play. So Vinay to continue, picked up a wicket in his first over. So fielders dropping out to the boundary. Tani is at long off, and Sri Herman Kumar is at long on. There's a deep backward square and a deep extra cover. It was a good delivery here from Vinay. Continue to build pressure from one end. Try to go after Rinkish with his leg spin on the opposite end. Could be very interesting. Sit in the air out to that man at extra cover, and it bisects the man between a long off and extra cover. It goes into the boundary for 4, picking the gap there expertly. Wide outside the Ostam, hitting in the air, clearing extra cover. And just a couple bounces into the boundary. That'll bring up the 50. 50 on the board for Waltham Tigers, winning the toss and electing to bat first. So not quite the start they wanted, losing 2 wickets in the power play. Pace is not too bad from Vinay. Right on cue. Continuing to have some issues there with the stump. It's just falling off to the right, and the gap created with the stump tilting, the bail just fell off. See, it's not quite square. They've had a lot of difficulty just keeping the ground area intact. Short pull in the air. Man at extra cover is backing away, but there's a man coming in. Oh, he puts it down. Sri coming in from long on and puts the catch down. Seemed to have it covered. There you see, just fumbling it. He was racing in, stood his ground, and seemed to be very secure and in a good position to take the catch. Yeah, he's just demonstrating. Should he have come in a little more and taken it reverse cup, which might have been even more difficult to take in that position. Gonna get a quick single here. So Vinay creating another opportunity. He would be disappointed not being able to pick up that wicket. So Zinal Patel on 5, having struck a boundary, and Ayan 1-4 as well in his 11. End of. In fact, it's just one delivery to come in the over. 53 for 2. Sri just having a word with Vinay. No doubt. Just probably apologizing for putting the chance down. So it hit in the air, off the back foot, and it's cut away and it goes into the boundary for 4. It's just sitting up, and the placement of the shot was key because there is a man sweeping out there, and the placement was so good he couldn't get around. He's moving a deep extra cover position. Had a long way to get around. He's not in the traditional sweeper position. The umpire continues to work on that area with the stump. In between overs, 57 for 2 after 8. Just see him hammering it there. So he's gotten it vertical, and this is the problem. When he puts the bail down, just tilts away to the right, but it's sufficient enough. He's looking back at it. He's not quite happy. He's the umpire. Not sure if it's umpire Zina out there from this distance. And he's presiding over both ends. Very renowned gentleman, official umpire here in USA Cricket. Joining the team of umpires just to add some authenticity and some prestige to the LPS tournament here in Austin. Rinkish to continue. Has a good delivery. He's been bowling quite well with some variations. Haven't seen him produce a googly delivery yesterday, and none today so far. But his variation in speeds, flight and line allowed him to pick up 3 wickets yesterday, 3 for 25 in his spell, 4 overs. From the commentary end, he bowled yesterday, so a change of ends for him. He's hit this one back to the bowler. Just have a close look at that delivery. Was that the googly, or did he throw in an off spinner there? Actually, no, it's a leg spinner. And this is where he's been quite tight. That one comes back. Oohs and ahs out there. That was the one that came back into the right-hander. That looked like the googly delivery there. Bounce as well. Over the top of leg stump. Flatter delivery, cut in the air, and lands just in front. Just in front of Himanshu there. You can see him, this right finger bandaged up. That has an injury to his right hand, his throwing hand as well. He probably shouldn't be sitting at backward point, particularly to a leg spinner. 57 for 2. Flighted delivery, full toss in fact, pulled away. Man out there at deep mid wicket. We saw yesterday from Mayank in the first game. Those deliveries were being hit over the boundary with the wind for 6. And a spotter border trying to get their way out of losing that 2 wickets early on. 58 for 2 at the end of the Rinkish over. Ayan on 16 and Zinal on 7. One over now to come before the drinks break. Doesn't prevent the emergency fielder from bringing on a drink of water out to the batsman. So yesterday that being done on quite a few occasions. It was very hot out there and totally understandable under the conditions to provide that hydration. Vinay, you had an opportunity of his bowling in the last over. Chance put down at long on. Zinal on strike. So hit in the air with some force, and one bounce into the boundary at extra cover. A fantastic shot there, just giving a little bit of width, and Zinal pouncing on it. Bounces well on offer, so he's able to get under it and just slap it past deep extra cover for 4. Takes the total on to 58 for 2. 62 for 2 with that boundary. So he's on to 11. Both batsmen striking 2 boundaries each. This one hit up in the air. He's trying to repeat the shot, but he's trying to pull it, and the man from cover couldn't get in. I thought for a second the wicketkeeper should have been trying to go after that. Have a look at where this one lands. It's off the top edge, so rather than trying to hit it over extra cover as he did previously, he's trying to pull it. Just wondered if the wicketkeeper could have gotten there. There you see him, right next to where the man ended up from backward point. Was in the air for enough time that he could have gotten to it. Time it's pulled down to 3. At long on, a couple bad bounces. He does quite well. He's smiling as he gets up there. Ball took a horrible hop to the left, then back to the right, and then it reared its head at him. It's like a rattlesnake coming to strike. He was able to keep his eyes on the ball, importantly. For 2, 66 for 2 with that single. So it allows Iron to come on to strike. So that's the end of 10 overs. Waltham Tigers winning the toss, opting to bat first. Lost their first 2 wickets early. 65 for 2. Iron not out on 17, and Zinal not out on 13. A partnership starting to be built here between these 2 gentlemen out in the middle. The partnership just about 28. Players are having a drink. We'll take a short break here and resume right as the players start with more live coverage. Welcome back to play after drinks break. 10 overs gone. The score 65 for 2 in this first game on day 2. Waltham Tigers against PTB Metroplex. Metroplex with a victory yesterday. And the Waltham Tigers losing their first game. Bowled out for 119 it was. Being positive today, winning the toss and deciding to bat first. Losing 2 quick wickets in the 4th and 6th over. First wicket fell with a score 29. And Parin Patel picked up that first wicket. It was a bit expensive, went for 22 in his 2 overs. Man out there at cover, protecting the boundary. So we get on the way with runs immediately after the drinks break. Rinkesh resuming from the far end. First 2 overs, gone for 6 runs. On the edge. He bowled quite well yesterday, picked up 3 for 25 in his spell of 4 overs. Change of ends on day 2 for him. Advancing down the track, trying to make something happen. His iron gets it down to long on. Stepping down the track there, heaving it in the air. Not quite to the pitch of it. And good batting, not throwing caution to the wind either. Stayed in control of the shot. The PH starting to use their feet now. Running the first one hard as well. So both batsmen looking to charge the bowler. They don't want him settling on all. They recognize that he might just be one of their main weapons. 68 for 2. So well, they want to get a move on. If you want to try and post somewhere something over 150, flighted delivery, full toss, toe end of the bat. Going to get one, and the fielder is just looking around at the batsman instead of picking the ball up. And looking back a few times at the batsman while they were running. Instead, look at him there, just looking back. He's slowly, he doesn't even know where the ball is. Turns back around to keep his eye on the ball. That's the man Himanshu. Does carry now that right index finger injury, having put a catcher down at first slip. Oh, it's going to be signal wide down the leg side. Did he get some pad on it? Yeah, no, it's going to be a wide. Didn't get anything on it. End of the over. Good over after the water break. 71 for 2 after 11. Iron on 20 and Zinal on 15. And a good over in the sense that batsmen are looking to create something by use of their feet, and they showed good judgment trying to manipulate the length of Rinkesh's bowling. Make him think about it, not just bowl at them. And all the while in the back of their mind as well, want to get a score somewhere over 150. So you want to get about 80 runs in these last 9 overs. It's going to take some batting. Conditions are pleasant as compared to yesterday. It's a nice cool breeze coming across the ground. It's bright and sunny as well. Expected temperatures to get up to 100 as was in the forecast. Waltham Tigers would want more than 100. In terms of runs. They would be well aware that Metroplex scored over 200 runs yesterday. New bowler into the attack. Oh, spin hit down the ground. He says Sri takes the catch. Excellent work, redeeming himself from previous catch. He got to it again very quickly, settled under it, and taking the catch low down, well held in fact. And third wicket falls now. So Zinal is gone for 15. (71 for 3). So the bowling change work. Hardik into the attack, picking up a wicket off of his first delivery. New batsman out there, Ashok Patel. So good work from Hardik coming into the attack, picking up a wicket off of his first delivery, replacing Vinay. He's playing and missing here. Short, getting a bit of bounce there as well. An appeal by the wicket keeper. He's just dragging it down and getting a little bit of extra bounce. Oh, he's a loud appeal here. Not out, says the umpire. Have a look and see how close this was. He's playing on the bat foot, struck on the left pad it seems, and perhaps height was in question. Not out, says the umpire. So having a little bit of difficulty there. Ashok trying to negotiate this over from Hardik. He's going to get off the mark here. The umpire having a word with Hardik as well as he overcomes to an end. So new batsman in Ashok. He's gotten off the mark of the final delivery of the Hardik over. Hardik replaced Vinay. 1 for 26 Vinay had off of his 3 overs. Wasn't bad bowling at all. So the left-hander, you're going to have to make a couple field changes. as well as the bowler. Sri is into the attack. It's leg break delivery, quite a unique action. We'll have a look at that bowling action again. Sri Himant Kumar Patel into the attack. She's right arm round the wicket to the left-hander. Sitting on this in the air, there's a man out there at long on. He's settling under it. He took his time and judged it quite well in the end. He could have come in a bit closer to take the catch. And another wicket goes down. 72 runs on the board. And struggled a bit, Ashok Patel. He struggled in that over from Haddock and got difficulty facing up to Sri Himant Kumar. Pulled one into the onside with the man at long on. It was straight to him. Just a couple steps in. And was able to take a well-judged catch. So the current run rate just about 5.8. And Deep Patel is making his way out to bat. So Tani ringing in the changes. Captain for today. It was interesting that he took Rinkesh out of the attack. Got 3 wickets yesterday, but he's just saving him that one over. Rinkesh 3 overs for 12 runs with 9 dot balls. The field has to reorganize now. The loss of the left-handed Ashok. Right-hand batsman out there in the middle. Darshan is out there to batting. Look at this bowling action here. Very interesting. It's a good delivery. But it goes past the man, a misfield there. At backward point, they get 1. They're going to come for 2. Well judged as well from the batsman. Looking to get onto the front foot. Just see that bubble there in the outfield. So just want to bear that in mind when the fielders are see the ball go past them or don't take it quite cleanly on the ground. It's very hard out there and very undulating as well. This one's going to be signal wide. So he continues to bowl around the wickets despite the right-hander now out to bat with the left-hander. He started with the left-hander round the wicket but stayed there for the right-hander. Of course, he only had to bowl the one delivery. And Ashok was hitting it down to long on and was out caught. Beats the batsman there with that delivery. Just have a look at his right hand as it comes over. And look at the left boot and the right hand. Do they make contact? Another misfield there. .77 for 4 as the over comes to an end. Successful over from Sri Himant Kumar. Got the wicket of Ashok Patel. He made just a 1 off his 7 delivery. Struggled a bit in his innings. And understanding the job, tried to hit one down the ground. Was caught at long on. So he didn't want to soak up too many deliveries, having been there already for 7 and just made the 1. So he's looking to be aggressive and lost his wicket. So Hardik also got a wicket off of his first delivery. Got Zinal Patel, Srihimant Kumar involved again, taking the catch at long on, and he would have been happy with that catch, having put one down earlier. A catch that he got into a good position, did all the hard work, got his hand straight, both hands straight in fact, and couldn't hold on. So Tane returns to the long off position. We saw him swap out with Harsh rather. So the fielder's out in the deep extra cover, long off, long on, deep mid wicket and deep backward square. And this one is cut past point, and it's a long chase. In fact, the man at deep extra cover doesn't even make the attempt to chase that one down, because on the previous occasion it was hitting that gap between short, backward point and point, and it raced along the outfield for 4. He couldn't catch up with it. And Sumit at deep extra cover, and on this occasion not opting to give chase, saving his strength to come back and bowl that final over he has in the kitty. No doubt we'll see him return for the 1 over at the death overs. So 81 for 4 with that boundary. Darshan's playing and missing, trying to tuck it into the onside. So they're looking to push on. 13 overs gone, just 81. They wanted to be around the 100 mark and over. A bit of drift on that delivery and swept away. Some work for the man there at backward square. Is he going to get? He's going to get it. For 4. Down the track, and he plays and misses, and the keeper very delicately just touches the off stump. He's quite aware of the work the umpires have been doing, struggling to put the stumps once they're broken. And earlier on games, the keepers were smashing the stumps down. Have a look at it here. He skips down the track. Easy take by the wicketkeeper. Just gently touching the stump. And getting the wicket of Ayan. He made 20 out stumped. And that man Hardik picks up another wicket. So he was struck for a 4 through the point area of the first delivery by Darshan. Then swept away down backward of square. Picked up 3 runs. So 7 runs he conceded in the over. And Ayan trying to get more runs in the over. Charging down at the bowler, who just pushed it a bit wide. And the wicketkeeper did the rest. Ayan Patel out-stumped, stumped by Hardik Patel, bowled by Hardik Patel. So not just coincidentally that the last name is the same, first name is also the same as well. All out appeal for LBW here and given out. Another wicket falls here, 6 for 84. And just losing their way a bit now. Waltham Tigers having won the toss. So Diral goes out for no score. And Hardik is going to be on a hat trick. Fourth delivery of the over. Picked up the wicket of Ayan, stumped by Hardik. And then playing back was Diral, struck in front. No hesitation by the umpire. So Dural was going for no score. So one delivery to come in this 14th over. Gonna see a hat-trick delivery. This one delivery they put a slip in. 6 wickets down for 84. Is it Mayank Patel out there to bat? Just wait for confirmation from the scorers. It is Mayank out there to bat. The number 55 on his back. No, it's not Kyron Pollard. And it's a dot delivery. They did put the slip in place, and the hat-trick delivery is averted. At the end of the over, .84 for 6. So successful over coming to an end. Struck for 7 runs in the over, and then picked up 2 wickets back to back. He did have the look as he was walking out the bat with the number 55 on his back. Mayank Senior. Mayank Junior got 100 yesterday, 115. Playing for Boston A with 159 sixes and 11 fours. Is the mainstay of that innings for Boston. 245 for 8 they scored against the Rising Stars B. This one hit up in the air by Darshan. The man settling under it, and he decided to come in very late indeed, and eventually taking the catch almost one-handedly. And another wicket falls. The 7th wicket goes down. The score on 84. Decided late to come in, and as the ball was just dying on him, had to stretch out. So Shree picks up another wicket. He has 2 for 5 in 1.1 deliveries. So Darshan Patel goes for 10. And Rinkesh was the man out there, the leg spinner that took the catch. Back here live. One past the wicket keeper. There'll be some byes here. He couldn't quite get it down the leg side. Race is down to our position here. The commentary. Another wicket he's taken off of his first delivery in the over, but he's bowled back-to-back wide deliveries. This one cut to extra cover, he's diving to his right. Can't cut it off. He He's proving tough to negotiate here, bowling wrong the wicket to the right-handers. And with this action that he has as well, it'll be interesting if he decides to bowl over the wicket. That left boot just stretches out, almost as if wanting to touch the right hand as it comes over. Type of an aerobic action. This one cut away, and a good stop there at point, and no run. So now off the top edge, and Himanshu takes the catch. Another wicket goes down, injured finger and all. Takes a good catch, running in. The end of 15 overs, 8 wickets down now. Waltham Tigers winning the toss, deciding to bat first. They'll be disappointed with the score. And that man, Sri Himant Kumar, now has 3 for 10 in his 2 overs. Full of that wicket. We just take a short break as the new batter makes his way out to the middle. We'll be right back. Some smiling faces from PTB Metro. None more so than the captain, Tani. New batsman out in the middle, Sankeet Patel. Tugged off. He's going to get off the mark. There's a man coming around from deep mid wicket. And he is going to cut it off. They get 2. A nice strong throw in the deep. Although it's a couple bounces, but it was good pace on the throw. And just in case they were thinking of a third. 91 for 8. We're in the 16th over. So both Hardik Patel, who's now on, and Sri Himant Kumar, 3 wickets apiece for 10 runs in 2 overs. Almost call them the spin twins, the Patels. Down the leg side. There's going to be some more runs here. Backward square is going to have to give chase yet again. And yeah, is the ball going to win him? Yes, the ball wins that battle. And he didn't look as though he would catch that anytime soon. Once the ball was gathering pace, it was just an exercise in retrieval. 4 runs to the total. 4 welcome runs. Takes the total on to 95 for 8. So we're nearing that 100 mark. It's a good delivery outside the off stump. Getting a little bit of drift as well. The wind coming across Shree's right shoulder. Hardik right shoulder rather. Just pushing that ball and getting some drift with it. There again, you can see that drift there. So much so that it goes past the outside edge of Neil Patel out in the middle. Here's the wicketkeeper. Hardik is very gingerly putting the stump and bail back together. Yeah, the keeper again is he's going to take the bat down. Just helping the umpire out. Just one umpire in this game, one official umpire doing both ends. And good on you, Hardik, because you're ensuring, even when you're doing the stumping, it's very meticulous of how he does the stumping to pick that bail as to not to disturb the stump in the ground too much. It was a good take here from him as well. Excellent wicket keeping. Have a look at this piece of glove work here. He's appreciating that he's getting some drift. Hardik. So Hardik Patel getting some drift to wicketkeeper Hardik Patel, who's doing quite well behind the stumps. 95 for 8. After 16 overs, we're nearing that 100 mark, not just in temperature, but in the total as well. Waltham Tigers winning the toss and opting to bat first. A little bit disappointed in the results today with that decision. Navin went for 8, Ravi for 21. He was dropped twice in that 21, but did strike 3 boundaries. And he's the top scorer of the innings. Ayan was not too far behind. He was out stumped by Hardik Patel, the bowler Hardik Patel, for 20 off of 20 with 2 fours. And Ashok went for 1, Darshan for 10, Diral for no score, Mayank Senior for no score, and Neil Patel not out on 7, and Sankeet there out in the middle. And Sri has come on, and in his 2 overs, 3 for 10 he's taken. So 3 for Sri. 3 as well for Hardik Patel, bowling quite well. Oh, play and a miss. Missed by the wicketkeeper as well. He's coming off the back leg and taking it past the wicketkeeper. So no fault of the keeper. Just to get a bye. Keeper just looking back to see if they were running. I'm not quite sure what he thought they were doing if not running. And all it does is slow you down in your run chase to get the ball if you keep looking back. Just get to the ball and get the throw in. Sri down over the head of mid-on. It'll go into the boundary for 4. $99 for 8. That brings up the 100 as well. 1 leg by and now the boundary. 100 runs on the board. 100 for 8 in 16.3. Neil Patel now moves on to 11. 2 boundaries to his credit. And Iman Kumar concedes a boundary. Swept away well. It's a man out there. And on top of the bounce, excellent shot from Neil. If he had gotten that a bit finer, could have been 4. But the man a deep backward square for the leg spinner. 3 men on the onside. Mid-on now drops off the long off. So the 3 on the onside are deep on the boundary. Stepping down the wicket. An extra cover takes the catch. Another wicket falls now. The score on 101. 9 wickets down in the 17th over. Sri gets a 4th wicket. Excellent catch. Harsh it is. He put down a catch or 2 early on in the innings at that extra cover position. And this one was probably the more difficult of the lot. Clinging on to it. So Sankeet goes for 1. His partner at the opposite end was batting quite well, Neil. So on 12, struck 2 boundaries. I would have just tried to just rotate the strike and give it back to him. But he's back in the pavilion instead. Henny Patel is out there in the middle. Yeah, that's more like it. Just tap it into the onside and give the strike back to Neil, who seems to be well set. And not just well set, he was negotiating the leg spin of Sri Kumar. And actually it's going to be the end of the over. So that negates the attempt to try and give Neil a strike. But Henny is off the mark. He's on 1. And with 3 overs to come, the opportunity just to bowl out the Waltham Tigers with 9 wickets down. And let's see who's going to be entrusted with that task. No doubt it's going to be Hardik Patel. It is. So Sri Himant Kumar 4 for 17 off of 3, and Hardik Patel 3 for 14 of his 3 overs. There's been 14 dot deliveries in his 3 overs, so just scored off of 4 of his deliveries. The Waltham Tigers, they're going to score again off this delivery, and backward point just sticks a boot out, couldn't stop it. $104 for 9 now. He's cutting again, he's calling for the single. Did not pick it up cleanly at backward point. And this is sensible batting here. Or there's a misfield. I think it was a ploy from the fielder. He knew the backup was there. Let it run through his legs. Let the batsman think that they can get a run on the misfield. Yeah, they're doing it in singles. Harsh out there doing the fielding. Did the backup in the last delivery as well. So they're doing it quite sensibly now that they've lost 9 wickets. Just rotating the strike. And they've decided that they're going to try and bat out the overs rather than take a chance and produce a risky shot and be dismissed. So Tani and Sri just comes off the long on boundary. He's hammering it down to Tani. Rotates the strike again. So sensible batting out there in the middle. He's looking over his shoulder. Yeah, and he's hitting it in that direction. The fielder is out there, lands just in front of him, Harsh. And as soon as I get the words to describe that piece of fielding, it looked as though he was taking evasive action. He was charging in for the catch and bailing out at the last moment, but got the body in line. So the umpires are just... yeah, they're just conferring, and it is in fact the end of the 18th over. 109 for 9. The umpire is just having a little discussion as well. And one umpire is doing both ends. So he will preside both ends. So he's in a conversation with the square leg umpire. And having a word with the batsman as well. So not quite sure what that was about. And the emergency fieldsman takes the opportunity to race out with some drinks for the batsmen. These games between the Patel family, the Patel name, just share a drink with the fielder as well. Important to stay hydrated in these types of temperatures. Got up to over 100 yesterday. The total now for Waltham Tigers is also over 100, 109 for 9. We do hope the temperature stays under 100 and the total continues to build to create a good game on day 2. Provide with some keen contest between the two teams. PTB Metroplex is on top right now, they would think. And so hit into the onside. It was a well-flighted delivery and the man comfortably taking the catch at the mid-wicket boundary. Another wicket falls. And that's the final wicket that will fall. He's going in the air. And 109 all out. The Waltham Tigers. And the umpires just had a discussion with them. The two batters before that first delivery was bowled. And immediately the batsmen who were just looking to rotate the strike. Henny Patel decided that he wants to hit one to the boundary. So I'm not quite sure what all that was about. They were going quite well rotating the strike, trying to battle the innings. I guess he would think that flighted delivery and with the wind coming across, he thought he could hit it over the fieldsman at mid-wicket. And that was not to be. The man Tane himself, the captain stationed there, takes the catch and brings about the end of Henny Patel and the end of the Waltham Tigers innings. So they bowled out in 18.1 overs, 109 all out. And the main contributor to the innings, that of Ravi Patel for 21, Iron for 20, and Zinal for 15. 13 extras in that innings. Neil Patel got 14 as well with 2 boundaries. But it was the spin twins. Hardik Patel got 3 for 21. But that man, Sri Himant Kumar, coming into the attack, 3.1 overs, 12 dot deliveries, 5 wickets for 17 runs. The pick of the bowlers. And in that 17 runs, he bowled 6 wides. So only 11 runs off the bat in his 3.1 over. So that's the end of the innings. We'll take a short break here and resume with the run chase by PTB Metroplex. So welcome back to live action here. Day 2. It's game 1 of the LPS USA Open. USA Cricket Tournament in Austin, Texas. So PTB Metro. Batsman out there in the middle. And immediately off the mark, Hardik Patel, the wicketkeeper. And Tani comes into strike now. So we're off and running. And no he-man shot the top of the order. Picked up that finger injury at first slip. Got it strapped up. And we saw him in the field at backward point. He was very gingerly. Anything that came in his direction, just cushioning the hand. So he's not at the top of the order. But Tani Patel is quite capable. The opening batsman. Immediately advancing down the track. Lifting it over extra cover. Does it go all the way? Just a couple bunks. It plugs a bit in the outfield. And does it go all the way? It does go all the way, in fact. And after a banging start here, Aryan Patel, the bowler. And just smacked over. One step down the track. So his intentions are quite clear. Lifted high. Didn't quite middle it. So a lot of height and getting enough distance to trickle over the boundary in the end. So it's going to be a fielding change immediately for Tani. They're going to put a man at deep extra cover. So mid-off deep extra cover. And extra cover in the 30 yard. And it's off the outside edge. And with that fielder push back, it meant the third man had to come in the circle. And that one goes into the boundary for 4. Over the head of that third man fielder. Stepping across and down on one knee. And over the head of the fielder into the boundary for 4. Back-to-back boundaries here for Tani. So Hardik opening with Tani. Change up in the order. Tani getting onto strike after Hardik just took a single to get off the mark. And Tani is out there guns blazing here in Austin, Texas. It's a good delivery. And Tani's going to have to hurry. He just ambled down for the single. He's on 9 now, and Harry comes back into strike. It's 10 without loss. Chasing down 109 set by Waltham Tigers, who won the toss and opted to bat first. Two deliveries left in the iron over. And he's lifting it down, Hardik, the man down there at long on, and comfortably judged in the end. And they're looking to make light work of this total, but he loses his wicket here, Hardik. He's just lifting it down. The man on the boundary comfortably settled under it. He didn't have much movement to get it. It was almost straight to him. And almost Virat Kohli-like, just stands with his hands down at the side and waits the ball for him to come and just seizes the catch at the very last second. So PTB Metro loses their first wicket. Ravi Patel is the man taking the catch there at long on. So another 100 runs required of 19.1 overs. 115 balls to be exact, with a required run rate of 5.22. So Tani just has a word with the new man at the crease. So Iron takes a wicket. 1 ball left to come in the over. So a good comeback. Oh, this one down the leg side. You can see the swing movement as well from that delivery. Just taking it down the leg side. Getting the line wrong. There's the appreciable swing after it passes the bat. If he gets that on the line of the off stump, he could be in business. Iron gets the opportunity to try again. Rinkish is the new man. This one skied up. Mid-off is going back, so is extra cover. It goes over both their heads. And he'll come back for 2. No ball signal by the umpire. So it's going to be a free hit here. And Rinkish is going to have the opportunity. Not that he needed an invitation after we saw that first shot he played. But he's going to have the opportunity to do it now without losing his wicket. Advances down the track. Again trying to go to long on. Takes a top edge. Mid-off is coming around. Takes the catch. Get the throw in. And restrict them to a single. Good work there. Off of that free hit. That will finish the iron over. The first over from the Waltham Tigers, trying to defend 109. PTB Metroplex have lost a wicket. The score is on 15. So still no Himanshu. Just looking across in the 10th area for the PTB Metro hub. He's not padded up either. So seems as though he's going to try and rest that finger injury he sustained. Second over of power play from the commentary end. So the captain setting the field. Final adjustment. So he's going to have a short third man, a backward point, a cover point, deep extra cover. There's an extra cover in the ring as well. Mid off, long on, mid wicket, and square leg. Left hand bowler over the wicket, and this is just cut away over the head of point. It races across the outfield into the boundary for 4. It's short and just angled across the batsman, who was in perfect position to dispatch it away to the boundary. So Rinkish scoring at a strike rate of 233. So in his 3 deliveries, he's scored 7 runs already. So Kartik Patel is the left-arm opening bowler. Pulled into the turf. Tani wants a single, but it's not there. Loud appeal, not out, says the umpire, indicating that it came off of the thigh. I was wondering if they were appealing for an LBW, because the shouts came even before the ball got through to the keeper. And the main man doing all the shouting was the bowler. So the umpire indicating not out for the court behind, indicating he's touching his thigh, but that would have also pitched outside the leg stump. Well, this is way down the leg side. He tries to get that delivery to come back into the right hander, and just started it too wide, and it ended up even wider. 19. Oh, he got some bat onto that half shout. It's a good line as well. Can't quite see it there, but it was bat onto pad as he tried to turn it into the onside. And again, he's down the leg side. Here's an appeal, and the umpire does confirm. Raises the hand, so there was some bat on that. So the second wicket falling with the score on 20. So a couple shouts from Kartik Patel. Second wicket down with the score on 20. Trying to chase down 109. So Rinkish has gone for 7. So the new batsman out in the middle, Sriman Kumar, picked up 4 wickets, 5 wickets in the first innings. Lifting this one, it's going to be 4. Straight back down into the commentary area. Lifting it, the mid-off was in the circle and goes into the boundary for 4. So Kartik finishing off his over, conceding a boundary after having picked up the wicket of Rinkish Patel, who went for 7. So the new batsman Sri Hemant Kumar is already off the mark, and off the mark with a 4, and Tani 9 in this total of 24 for 2 after 2 overs. It's going to be Iron to continue. They're trying to decipher for Tani if they want the man here, and they are going to put him back on the deep extra cover boundary. So 4 fielders in the ring on the offside and 1 man at deep extra cover. And it's a 6-3 field as Iron runs in. The ball to Tani, it's short, and it's pulled up at the wicket. Lands just in front of him. Signal wide by the umpire on this occasion. .25 for 2. Pinch a quick single, just dropping into the offside and taking off for the run. It was a good delivery, half shout. Might be heading down the leg side. They curtailed the appeal. It's a good delivery here, pitching and just swinging back into the right-hander. Yes, heading down the leg side. It's a good delivery. So he does have the ability to swing the ball in to right-handed batsmen, and at good pace as well. Reaching for this one, so he's changing up the line of the deliveries, and Sri is just not able to get him away just yet. This time he goes wide outside the off stump, through to the keeper. No run on this occasion. He's getting some shape, so he's producing some dot deliveries, building some pressure, and it's a very interesting period of play here. He's in his second over. We are in the power play. 2 wickets down. They managed to get another wicket here. Could just put added pressure on PTB Metroplex and make this game even more interesting. He's certainly going to endeavor to try. Iron gets the edge, no first slip in place, and that races into the third man boundary for 4. So the bowler doing his part, producing that wicket taking delivery, and the fielders, well, there's no first slip in place, so not quite backing up the bowling. Your opening bowler getting the ball to swing around, and he doesn't have that first slip in a game, a low scoring game, so you want to get batsmen out. Got the edge, and the man is neither down at the third man boundary, he's in the ring, so it's sped along the outfield and away for 4. 30 for 2 after 3, and Srimant Kumar, 2 boundaries he has for his 8 runs. Tani is 10 from 5. He's been starved of the strike for a bit. Starting punch through the gap. There's the deep extra cover coming into play, and it just fumbles, and they are going to come for 2, and they get there in the end. It's a long throw from out there, punched in the gap. Field is set for that type of shot. Tani now is on to 12. Kartik picking up a wicket in his previous over. Now this is a pleasant looking cover drive. Work out there. He's not, the man out of deep extra cover is not going to retrieve it. And looks quite the batsman, does Tani. Looks quite talented indeed. Another boundary to him. Takes the score on to 36 for 2. And he's on to 16. Oh, this is a full delivery. He's going to be called no ball for height. And he lost all control of that delivery. That one clearly slipping out. He's over the height of the head. It's played in the onside. They're going to get one. The fielder just escorting the ball. Took him a while to pick that up. Allowed them to come back for 2. So just 109 runs to play with. Waltham Tigers. PTB, after they picked up the 2 wickets of PTB Metroplex, 39 for 2. They really need to make another breakthrough here to try and put some pressure if they are going to make hard work of this 109. This one hammered down the ground. It's in the air. And it's going to land short of the fielder. Ashok down there at long on. Got it very quickly. He's whipping it in the onside. Ducking is the square leg umpire. It's going to go close to the boundary, giving chase. It's just going to pull up. It does, and they're going to come for an additional run now with the throw. So the ball is slowing up in the outfield. It's a better delivery here. Well played as well. To the end of the Kartik over. 2 overs he's bowled, 1 for 20. I don't want to say he's been a bit erratic, but he struggled to control the ball and the lines. A few down the leg side. And one ball that just completely lost control of was a no ball, signaled by the umpire over the height of the head of the batsman. And they need some quick wickets here to be able to claw their way back into this contest. 41 for 2 after 4. There's a little bit of an impromptu drinks break as it's heating up here in Austin. We're on day 2 LPS action. PTB Metro 42 for 2, chasing 109. They need another 68 off of 96 deliveries. 2 overs of power play remain. And returning to that good line, Ayan Patel 1 for 21 he has in 2, so he's given a third over. He's getting the ball to jog back in, to swing back into the right hand batters, and the odd delivery just to swing away. But he needs to start that away swing delivery on the line of the off stump. He's starting it a bit too wide, or perhaps the ball is swinging a bit too early. Tane out there on 19 off of 10 with 3 boundaries. Tried to be aggressive. First delivery of the innings against Iron, he ran down the wicket to him and hit it over extra cover. 3 boundaries he struck. And he's whipping this one into the onside. A ball pitched outside the line of the off stump, and he picks it up on length and flicks it over mid-wicket for 4. This is a quality batsman here on display, Tane Patel. He takes his total onto 23, the team's total onto 47 for 2. And one would feel, as long as he's there, that not just they'll chase this runs down, but they might just do it in quick time. Of course, at the other end is Sri Hemant Kumar, who's not backward either. 10 off of 7 he has, but does have the capability to accelerate as well. Aryan has other ideas. On its short of a length, but quickly onto the back foot, pivoting and pulling it down to long on. It's actually going into the boundary for 4. So misfield on the boundary edge, and he's rewarded with 4. That misfield would bring up the 50 as well for Metroplex. 51 for 2. Just pulling it into the onside there. There's the man on the boundary, going down to it and right through him. Oh, that's a brilliant diving stop there at mid-off. Knocks it down and restricts them to a single. He had a bit of work to do there, diving across and making the stop. And Tani just calls through Hemant for the single, who's quick to respond. 52 for 2. Still in the power play. 4.4 overs gone. He's stepping across, clearing the front leg. And smart bowling by Aryan. He just pushes it that bit wider. Doesn't give him the length either. And the result is a dot delivery. 58 needed off of 92 balls. Good delivery here. Singleton. I was trying, looking to just tease the field a bit. It took quite a while just to get that throw in. And Sri just teasing them that he wants to come for a second run. Decided against it. The umpire calls over. So 5 overs gone. 50 coming up in that over with the misfield on the boundary edge. 53 for 2. And Tani Patel is on to 28, gifted his 5th boundary. And Sri Hemant Kumar not out on 11 off of 9. Ian has bowled his 3 overs, cost him 32 runs, picked up a wicket. Is going to be a bowling change here now with Karthik second over being a bit expensive. He bowled 2 overs for 21. He struggled a bit. He bowled a no ball as well and was given a free hit. You can see the 12 runs in his last over. New ball is in an angled approach. Batsman is asking the umpire how wide that was. Just asking the umpire there. And the umpire is unmoved. He's losing his footing, losing his shape. He's trying to experiment at the crease, and he was trying to step across. Have a look at this here, and he's lost his footing, just skidding on the surface. He's looking to create a shot and ended up looking clumsy. The bowler is Neil Patel. That one was signaled wide by the umpire. Again, he's stepping down the track, this time more control, and the bowler just pushing it wide, trying to keep it away from the batsman who was advancing down the track to him, and he just pushed it a bit too wide. But this time Sri gets the wide call from the umpire. Total on to 55 for 2. So they just cross the halfway point in terms of runs with that wide delivery. There's going to be another wide here. Neil is starting it really too wide. He has a very angled approach like a Malcolm Marshall into the crease, but he lacks the control of a Malcolm Marshall as he's pitching too wide outside the off stump. And Captain Ashok is having a word with him. He's telling him, by virtue of a wrist snap, not to try to get the ball to push. He's pushing it out the wrist and it's going wide. Just asking him to come straight through with the wrist, and that angled approach as well might be contributing to that exaggerated wrist position. Oh, it's a better ball, and timed well by Sri. Stopped at cover, and the fielder just holding, just wringing out the hand. It's angled approach. A good shot, good ball, good shot, and good fielding to knock it down. Good cricket all around. 56 for 2. He's lifting it this time, and we might be in some trouble here under the tent. It was hit right back in our direction. Had us bracing for cover. It landed just to my right, about 2 feet, and just to the left of our cameraman Mickey. So we were left dodging for cover here. So 6 runs to the total. 63 for 2. Again he goes in the air. This time it's a skyer, and the catch is dropped. Settling under it and put it down. Tried to take it with the fingers pointing to the sky and almost had a chance on the rebound. But his momentum was backward. The ball popped out in front of him and couldn't regain the ground. So close. This time, it's again hit in our direction. Six more to the total. And we are left ducking and dodging here in the commentary. Position 70 for 2. I think we'll just have to have a word with our manager, Mr. Producer. We got some equipment damaged yesterday from one of the sixes, and it seems as though they're targeting us now. But in the meantime, Neil Patel has gone for 17. Sri Kumar on 18. Sri Himant Kumar on 18 off of 12, 1, 6 and 2 4s. Tani Patel is on to 35. And Tani is just hitting some sixes in our direction. And Sri is trying to outdo him. He just dragged the length back. It's a better delivery. And there's going to be a misfield and they're going to get a single. So adding insult to injury. And just chiseling away at the pride of the ball as the over comes to an end. And the score is 72 for 2. So we just eclipsed the halfway point in terms of runs. We were on 55. And then we were left bobbing and weaving here as sixes were being hit in our direction in the commentary area. And just trying to keep a track of that over. 10 deliveries in that over. 2 sixes hit. 1 6 that landed 9 inches away from the cameraman. But there were a number of wides in the over, 4 in all. 2 sixes and 3 singles. So "19 runs coming in that Neil Patel over." Provided some entertainment to the crowd, not just the crowd but to us here in the commentary area. Another 38 runs required now as there's a bowling change. 38 runs required and 84 balls. Ashok Patel is into the attack. This one is lifted to the man at long on, and he's catching well down there. One went through his legs into the boundary for 4, but the wicket falls now. The bowling change has worked. Ashok Patel into the attack. Lifting it in the air all the way down to long one, settled nicely under it and takes the catch. Quite well judged from the young man. So the wicket falling, and Sri Hemant Kumar has gone now for 19, 2 fours and a 6, breaking the partnership between himself and Tani, who is on 35. So 52 runs in the partnership. They brought up that 50-run partnership in that over of Neil Patel with the 6s and 4s and the wides. New batsman out in the middle. 38 runs required. Nice looking cut shot. Going to get off the mark. In fact, might be even thinking about 2. They are going to get 2. Still no Himanshu. That finger injury he suffered. This Harsh Patel, who is out there in the middle, he's off the mark. A comfortable single here. Man coming in. So stroke down to long off, and they amble the single. So they're quite comfortable. Not looking to hustle too much in terms of the running. 76 for 3. It's been a good over from Ashok so far. It's a nice good over here. May just be regretting not bringing himself on earlier. if he's able to produce these dot deliveries, the captain. Or it just might be that the pair batting out there with the state of the score, that they just want to ensure the victory without the further loss of a wicket while the new batsman Harsh settles in. Yeah, this occasion they'll want to get 2. In fact, they're going to come for a 3rd. So that is excellent running. Seizing the opportunity. Picking the gap there. Is a man at long off. I said in the previous delivery they could have been looking for 2. He's so far back. There you see him slow to react in the frame there. The extra cover was took off after it. And had he gone earlier, the long off, he could have prevented that 3rd run. So good batting, good placement, and good running as well. It's the over. The 7th over comes to an end. The score now 80 for 3. 30 runs required in 78 balls. Stani Patel is on 36 and Harsh just out in the middle. He's on 6. Both batsmen exactly 200 run strike rate. So the Ashok Patel over went for 8 runs. Thanks to some good running of the final delivery of the over. So the new bowler is coming into the attack. The off spinner. Ravi Patel. And now they're looking to hustle. Is Harsh. He's looking to come back for a second and it's not on. Full toss. Pulled away over the head of square leg. It'll go close to the boundary. A lot of work for the fielder out to deep. He's given up the chase. So it's gone into the boundary for 4. Full toss. Lost all control of that delivery. Did Ravi. And put away as well. So Tani is continuing on. 1-6 and 6 fours now in his knock. 40 off of 19 deliveries. Nice batting here. He just sits and waits on it. Punches it off the back foot. They're going to look for 2. The man at deep extra cover is out there. Kartik doing the fielding. Can't prevent the 2. It's a long boundary out there. The only thing that would have deterred them from coming for 2 is if he got it quicker. And Tani wanting the strike, so he was a bit slow to get it, realizing the distance, came back for 2. Just pulling this one into the onside. The man is out there, coming in for the catch, and it bursts through his fingers and goes into the boundary for 4. Very disappointing. Pulled it into the onside, but the man is set there. He's sitting against the breeze, Stani, and straight through the hand of the fielder. Ravi Patel would be bitterly disappointed coming into the attack and could have gotten the big wicket of Tani. Instead, the ball went for 4. Tani on to 46. Oh, and appeal for caught behind. Yes, he's out. That one coming off the bottom edge of the bat. He was looking to advance down the track. He's going to have to go. Score on 91 now for 4. He's advancing down the track. Well bowled by Ravi. Pushed it wide. And the wicketkeeper took a smart catch. He followed the ball. Used his feet quite well to track it. And he was thinking about coming back for the stumping, realizing that it came off the bottom edge. And the umpire agreed with the sound and the deflection off the bottom of the bat. 4 wickets down now. 91 runs on the board with one delivery to come in the 8th over. And Tane is gone for 46. He was looking to bring up his 50 in style. The stylish opening batsman. 22 balls he faced, 7 fours and 1 6 with a strike rate of 209. And new batsman coming out in the middle. We'll take a bit of a break here as the teams will settle down before the resumption of play. Ravi will continue. He's picked up a wicket in the over. The big wicket of Tane on the second attempt in the over. First chance put down a deep mid wicket. Got him out caught behind. So the end of the Ashok Patel over. 1 for 8 he has. The score 91 for 4. The new batsman Harik out in the middle, joining Harsh Patel, who's on 7. So we saw a good over from Ashok Patel, the captain, in the last over. And he picked up a wicket as well. So yes, he is going to continue. Didn't have a bad first over, and Ravi came to back him up, picking up a wicket. Harsh is dabbing it down to backward point. It's a quick single here. And the fielder had to get around to his left. So enough time for the single. Running the first one hard is Harik. Just a one though. Going to get one again. They're going to run hard, Harsh. And this time the long off gets in quickly. So 16 required now for victory. And no pace on. He chips it in the onside. No pace on the delivery, but he's picked a bit of a gap out there. And another misfield on the boundary. It'll go into boundary for 4. Another disappointing effort there. Whipped into the onside. And the man coming around, it should have been easy for him to get his bend down, get his hands to it, prevent the boundary. And it was not to be. And 4 runs to the total. And 4 runs to Harik. He'll accept it. He's on 5 now. More runs. He's running the first one hard. So it took a while for Ashok to deliver that final ball of the 9th over. 99 for 4. 9 overs gone. So Tane for 46, he's gone. Sri Hemant Kumar 19. And Hardik Patel, the wicketkeeper, at the top of the innings. He went for 1, opening due to the finger injury of Himanshu. And we mentioned that he wasn't padded up. And it doesn't look like, well, he still isn't padded up, so it doesn't look like he's looking to come out anytime soon. It's another good shot here from Hardik. They're going to get 2 runs. Hundred comes up with those 2 runs out to mid-wicket. Courtesy Hardik. In the air, it's outside the off stump and he picks it up, puts it over the head of extra cover. Chase for Karthik, just loses out on the boundary edge, sticking the boot out and couldn't hold it back. Never gave up on it. Good chase and sticking the boots out, trying to knock it back and couldn't. So 4 more to Hardik, 4 more to the total. Pulled in the air to mid-wicket. The man is out at cow corner. At a straight mid-wicket. Vinay is the man padded up to come in next. So definitely no batting for Himanshu. So they're not far away here from victory is PTB Metroplex. Down the ground, it's coming in our direction. And it smashes into our equipment. So not for the first time, we're in harm's way here. 4-run signal by the umpire. It was heading directly at me. Having to take evasive action here in the commentary position. So we do have some time to show you the replay. As the over comes to an end. And that in fact with that boundary as the end of the game. 110 for 4. 9.4 overs completing victory. Not out batsman Harsh Patel. He's on 13. Hardik Patel had us ducking and weaving here in the commentary. He struck 2 fours and made 13 runs as well. So victory to the PTB Metroplex, defeating the Waltham Tigers. That'll bring a conclusion to this game here. The first game on day 2 in the LPS Austin Championship Tournament. So in a few minutes time, the second game will get underway and we will continue to bring you coverage of that. Stay tuned.